Hi guys and welcome. Today is Saturday, August 10th, and I want to show you for the next 4 weeks items that I have gotten from the upcoming September to January mini catalog. It's really till December, but the dates are September 4th through January 6th. So it's our September to December catalog, but it does go slightly into January. As you can see, I've only gotten 4 bundles so far. Got a bunch of embellishments and all that, but have not gotten a lot for bundles yet. I can't show you the inside of the catalog till after September 4th, so. And unfortunately, or fortunately, all of my bundles are somewhat holiday related. I have 3 that are very much Christmas or holiday spirit, and then I have one that's kind of along a whole snowflake frozen thing. In fact, let me show you the ones that I got, and then I'll show you what we're going to do over the next few weeks. All right, so we're going to go over decorative trees today. These are the 3 that will be left that I'll do over the next 3 weekends. You know what? I probably won't have one next weekend. I'm in Iowa next weekend. I'll see if I pre-record it or not. So let me know in the comments which you want to see pre-recorded for releasing next week. Do you want to see the frozen edges, which is stamp and die set, of course? Do you want to see hang and ornament, which is a photopolymer and die set? Or do you want to see Christmas labels? Now, these are just words, but they have a lot of fun little dies that accentuate the words. So we're going to go over the trees today, but let me know which one you'd like to see next weekend. And like I said, I'll try to pre-record it since I will be in Iowa. It's fantasy football draft weekend. Okay. So these are the only 4 I've gotten from the upcoming mini catalog. Like I said, I did get a bunch of embellishments and papers and along those lines. But here's what we have here. So this is a 14-piece stamp set, 17-piece die set. And just look at that. Now, I rearranged how the inside of mine looks because what was printed on the label looks like this. Let me show you. See, that's what's on the label. But I like laying my dies inside my stamp case, and there was no way really to do that with the way they had it laid out because there's just too many dies. So I ended up I ended up stamping it out and then putting it on my scanner and doing a mirror image. So that's what's there for the stamp sets. It's not going to match up perfectly. Let me just put it like that. I should tape it down. And then you have the 17 dies. All right, so let's go ahead and show you these. I'm going to stamp these, and it looks like I still have them somewhat wet from doing my index. The index card is what was underneath there. So let me just wipe these off. This is just the cloth that comes with the Glass Mat Studio. Not sure if that's still available on the online store. It was a few days ago. I haven't been on there lately to see, so couldn't tell you exactly. You'd have to go look. But you get the glass mat. You get the, I call it a pad holder, where you can put in your spots or your pads here, and it grips them. And then you have that cloth, that wet microfiber cloth. All right, let's put this back over there. Have those somewhat cleaned off. Let me pick up what I dropped on the floor, and let's grab a couple colors. I think I'm going to grab Mossy Meadow and Cherry Cobbler. I'm going to grab a full sheet of basic white cardstock because we're going to have a lot to cut out. So let me go ahead and let's stamp these first. Oh my goodness. All right, now let me get out my little board here where I put stamps on one side and I put the dies on the other. Put that over there. All right. I think we need one of these blocks. Yeah, that fits pretty good on there. So, like I said, I did stamp them off once to make the index. So I might have gotten most of that finishing off. And this barely doesn't fit. See how there's a tip there? So we'll see how that stamps. All right, came out okay. Got a little bit there. I should have my piercing mat underneath there. That one's dirty. Let me get a clean one. There we go. Should have the piercing mat underneath there to help with those photopolymer stamps. So let's try that again. There you go. Good image. All right, let me go ahead. Put that on my little stand over here. The next one is just an outline. This one, you know what, I am going to get the bigger block. Because on this one, you pretty much want it to lay down first, acclimate, so you're not stretching it, and then pick it up. So there's that one. Oh my gosh. My husband's out at the grocery store, and so I put a new cookie inside of Finn's Kong. Can you hear him throwing it in the background? Trying to get that cookie out of the Kong. All right, then we have some words. We have a very Merry Christmas in that mixed font that I really, really like. You have, oh, Christmas tree. Now there is one set in the upcoming mini, and if you need one, give me a holler. Before I leave town next week, I should be able to mail it out to you. But there is one in there that has, I didn't get the set, but it has a beautiful font, very scripty, scripty cursive, really elegant looking. Again, I didn't get, oh, he did get a cookie. Yeah, I can hear him. All right, I might have, this might not be on there the straightest because I didn't let it cure itself. All right, and then the rest are all just little pieces of the tree. So here we have little lights, not lights, ornaments. Here we have a little hanging bow. I'll just put that over there, bring out a new one. We have stars. We have, I think there's a little holly berry look. Let's see if I can do this without getting it. There's another star. Oopsie, I did get some on there. All right, and then my last two. You have this, and then you have, oops, I really didn't let that one settle. Then you have that. So that is your 14-piece stamp set. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is for $1 Million Sales Achiever, Daniela Gundlach. Let me, will it focus on it? No, probably won't because of my skylight. So Daniela Gundlach, it looks like. There you go. Can you see it? Gotta keep away from that skylight. All right. So now let's go into the dies. Let me cover this up. For the dies, oh, I have a lot to clean off over there. All right, let's put this over to the side for right now, because for the dies, oh, excuse me, I'm going to do, you have the main tree to me, which is this, and then you have all these little inside pieces that go in it. So I think we're going to cut out a bunch of the green on here, and I think I'm going to use the baby. Let me grab those pieces. I think I'm going to use the baby, and I'll use my white one, not my boho blue one. My boho blue one's been a little testy lately. Don't know what's wrong with it. All right, so let's go ahead and grab, we'll get some different greens here. And I'm going to cut them down to 3 and 3.5 wide. That way they'll go through. Sorry, I'm using my big old guillotine cutter over there. All right, so we're going to cut out a bunch of these, because then we're going to show you with different colors how those others layer on them. So let's just go through here. And then let's go down. Put it over there. Let's go down a little bit here. Get that. Sorry, this little one really moves the camera a lot. I don't know why. All right. Get a few more cut for you. I think I'll do 8. I'll do 4 of each, just so we can figure out what we want to do when we get the overlays on them. All right. All right, so there we have 4 of the old olive. Let's get 4 of the shaded spruce. This might be a little tough going through this way. I'm putting a lot of cutting edge all through at once. All right, so there's that one. Oops, I moved it with my finger. Oops, I don't have them lined up. There we go. Oh my goodness. Another reason why I usually use the big one, because it has a wider base, so it's less likely to move like that just did. All right, let's go ahead and one last one. All right. I know, a little bit tedious watching me just cut these out. Sorry, but it'll work better once. Oh my goodness, I didn't line those up correctly. Let's see now. All right. All right. So now we have all of our little trees. Throw that off to the side. Now we'll go ahead and we'll do the overlays, of which there are quite a few. And for some of these overlays, I'm going to cut out from our designer series paper. Let me see. Let me go ahead and just All right. So we've cut out all of our, what I call base trees. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ooh, 6, 7 different insides. And then these are your little, we'll cut these together as one too. But all your little accessories you can add. All right, so let's go ahead and go through some of these. Since they're so intricate, I don't think I want to do 2 at a time. So I'm sorry if it seems like it's a time waster, but I just feel like that's the best way to do it because there are a lot of pressure points and you do want a good cut. All right, so here's this first one. Oh, I got it off the edge a little bit there. Did you see that? All right. Going to carefully what is going on there? Oh, there it is. There's a little bit here and it was getting stuck. So let's go ahead. You got to be careful when you're taking these out because, you know what, I'm doing it again. Probably should have gone back and forth. So like I said, there's a lot of intricate cutting there, and that's my fault. I should have known with that many cuts that I want to go back and forth. Now with cardstock, and I'll grab out a piece of cardstock because maybe the designer series paper is a little too thin with all of those little points there. Maybe it's just too thin. See how it's getting caught there? I don't have a bad edge, so there we go. And maybe the best thing to do is to, let's see, where did I put it? Oh my goodness, I don't know where I have anything anymore. I don't know where I put oh, here it is. Sorry for the arm reach. Might be best to use this and my take your pick tool and rub it out that way. There, that's a little bit better. Like I said, lots of little intricate pieces. There's still a few in there. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this off now. And see, I did get too close to the edge on the one. So let's go ahead, grab that out. Oops, sorry, I'm off. See, right here is where I ended up ripping it. Went a little too hard with my take your pick tool. But see how that, oh, and there's still a couple left there. Yeah, I went way too hard with my take your pick tool, and that was my fault. And again, like I said, with designer series paper, you're starting with something that's a little more frail to begin with. But there you have that. Oh, there's still one cut. Oh, now I ripped it again. Got to be very delicate because these are very thin die cuts. Look at how thin those are. And a thing you could do is you could run it through with your adhesive sheets, especially with the designer series paper. That would probably work a lot better. But there's that one. We'll glue that one down later. Let's grab another one. And I'm hoping it might just be because it's designer series paper. But we have so many pretty designer series papers that I really want to be able to use them. So let's go ahead and do this one. And then again, maybe I should be using my big Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine because it has a lot more rollers. You know, you have your pressure roller through there. That one, of course, has a lot more rollers and a lot more pressure points. All right, so this, we're just going to kind of roll it over there. Get some of those little dots out of there. Then we'll go ahead and poke it out at the top there. Put that over on my magnetic plate. I have a few more dots to punch out, but here's that one. So you see how it's, that green's coming through. Excuse me. Sorry. Fun week here in Chicagoland. I think we were up to like 90, what was it, 96 or 98 on Monday, and the heat index was like 103. And then by the next morning, it was like at 60 something. So my sinuses are really playing with me. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one. We'll poke that out. I think we have a few extras still in there. We do a few little extras. So let's go ahead and put that against. Oh, that's a smaller tree. See how that is? That's way smaller. So see how it only goes to that part of it? So then you could use some of those die sets to like do your skirt around there. But that one is, yes, a lot smaller unless I ripped it off. No, that's how small it is. All right, put that one against there. Next one. All right, just to see, I'm going to grab out some actual cardstock. Cut it down to the 3.5 size. All right, here we have, this might be my favorite one because you know me, dragonflies, snowflakes, snowmen, but plaid. Excuse me. I just really love plaid, and I think I have that too close to that end, so let me go from this end. So it's really going to pop at the end. All right, let's see if one run through is okay for that. I'm going to run it through again because I can see right there there's some parts that didn't take. Let me see now. Still feel like there's parts that didn't take there. You know what? I'm going to bring out my Big Daddy because I do love the little one, but for some of these intricate dies, the Big Daddy does work so much better. Let me go ahead, get that off of there. Because that came out, but you see how there's parts there it looks like they didn't cut through all the way. And that's exactly where I felt like it didn't cut all the way through. So let's go ahead and use the Big Daddy. And if that happens again, then maybe it's the actual die itself. We'll have to see. So let's go ahead, let's put it here. I'm going to turn it so they're not all going through at the same time. I'm going to go back and forth a couple times. Now you can see, I can see all those little cut lines. All right. So now I want to get rid of some of these little dots. All right. All right. All right. Feel like I got them pretty good there, so let me poke out where those little pressure points are to take it off. Beautiful. Look at it. Let me pull up. Oops, there's just one little one that got stuck. So yes, I like the mini cutter. It has its place, but when you get into these really intricate ones, I always should go better for this. But look at that. Look at that plaid. So much fun. Okay. Next one. This is, wow. This is taking a while. All right, next one. Don't know if I have enough room. Oh, I do, just barely. To run this one through. My little Watch It Wednesday, Finish It Friday note cards are just getting stuck all over the place. Alright, so let's go ahead. I want to lift that out slowly. You want to be careful here. There goes those sinuses again, because you can see that there's a lot of little intricate pieces. Take your part there, get back in. So there's now one little piece right here that didn't come out, but let's look at that. Look how gorgeous with the snowflakes. Yeah, it's so pretty, so pretty. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All right, how many more do I have? I have 2 more, right? I think so. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. That piece can go in the garbage. Let's take out these. You know what? With the Big Daddy, since this one, I'm going to try doing both of these at the same time. Just because this one doesn't have a lot of intricate details to it. So let's see. Look at how those are just, yeah, I'm making a mess, I know. But look how those are just falling apart without even using the take your pick tool. And yes, you could run a dryer sheet through with this, and that would also help a lot with these little chad pieces. These little, all right. I'm not going to have you sit here watch me pull those all through, but there's still quite a few that would come out. And again, this is a smaller one, so I would put it probably down like that, and then you can have room for your star at the top. You can see there's still a few pieces I have to poke out there. Here's this one. Let's get those little pressure points to loosen it. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. You know what? I want to run this one through again, guys, because I really feel like this die would have been perfect if I had used my big cut emboss machine, and B, if I had used cardstock. So hopefully I'm not proven wrong, but let's try this one again. I mean, and I'm not in any way, because I love the little one, but this really, if you can afford it, this really is the one to go for, because you'll never be disappointed. Yes, it's bigger. Yes, it's more expensive, but for the money shots, because see, look how those all just fell out of there. Looks like there's one right here, but let me see if I can get. All right, so then there's that little tiny one that has to be pulled out. There's a little tiny one there to be pulled out. But besides that, look at that. Look how pretty that is. All right, let me put that over here. I have all kinds of things. All right, and last but not least, let's get those all the little ornaments. All right, so this is what we have left on here. We have this. Oh, it would help if I put them cut side down, right? I'm going to try to run these all through at once, because I've had you guys on here now for, oh my gosh, over half an hour. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. So let's try to get these all through at once. Hopefully they all cut out well. I'm putting a lot of different images, a lot of different heights and whatnot. So let's hopefully see if I can run these all through at the same time. Let me rearrange these. I'm going to spread them out just so I don't run the risk of them sliding into one another. Have them pretty well spaced out there. And since I have so many on there, I'm not going to run them back through because they possibly will move. Let me set this on my chair. All right, and let's grab one of these from the Country Hive. I tell you, I am really loving the stuff they have at the Country Hive. This one, that one we're gonna have to push out. Let's see, those two. These all have them in them too. All right. So let me grab my, take your pick tool, poke these out. Not sure what those are for. those for presents underneath, because that'd be a present. Oh, I bet you it is. And that's like your little crosshatch. And then you have your little bow. I don't know. Let me put this right here. We have the star. We have the little, so you can hang ornaments. And here's your 3 ornaments. You have a bunch of bows. You have all those little bows. And then you have these garlands. So there's 1. So you have 2 that are the same. Here's the second one. Then you have your smaller ones. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me put this off to the side. So here we have, let me get some of these out of the way here. And I'm gonna move these down here because with my little blob there, it's hard to see. So we have these different trees and their overlays. Oh my goodness. All right, moving that one off to the side. There's the one with the polka dots. Here's the one that can go up like that. And all your little extra cutouts. And all your stamped images. Phew! Thanks guys for sticking with me. Give me a thumbs up. Share on your social media with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Most of all, have a great afternoon. Come on back tomorrow. We'll do an example together using these dies and stamp set. And I hope to have some examples made throughout the day to also show you. All right, thanks guys. Bye for now.